We watched the Beano video. We watched the Beano video stars, and we also watched Fat Dog Mendoza, but that one is not important. Hi everybody, it's me, your old pal Ashley. And now that we have carefully analyzed each short cartoon on the specials, by which I mean we said what happened in them, I thought it would be a little funzy-daisy to rank all the cartoons. I always wanted to do one of these tiered list type videos, just like all the cool kids do. So you are probably wondering how I will be ranking these. Gut instinct. But also maybe I should make up some arbitrary rules I will or won't follow depending on how I'm feeling in that exact moment. While none of these cartoons are exactly, Disney quality, I will be taking animation into account. I also feel how it translates from strip to cartoon should be considered. So let's say a cartoon isn't very good, which is a lot of them, I will be a bit more lenient if it's an accurate translation of its comic strip format. Not necessarily an exact comic, but if it follows the kind of template of how it would be in the Beano, if that makes any sense at all. Probably not. If you haven't watched my breakdown of the Beano video or the Beano video stars, you are probably as confused as me with their unnecessarily close names. For the benefit of everyone, particularly me, I will refer to the Beano video as the Beano All-Stars. This is what they renamed it for the DVD release in 2004. For those of you who did watch those videos, you probably have a good idea how I'm going to rank most of these, but maybe a few choices might surprise you and make you irrationally furious on the internet. If you do disagree with me though, let me know where you would have ranked them in the comments. I'll also try and save this tier list if I can as well, and link it somewhere for all of you lovely people to make your own. Ain't I nice? I have also taken the liberty of some mild customization, so obviously S tier is gonna be big gun tier. Any cartoon in this rank is the Walter the Softy of cartoons, i.e. the best or something special. We then have some classic A, B, C and even D tiers. A being for pretty good cartoons, B good but not great, C is average and D is bad. I've also added a dandy tier just to be mean for no reason. If a comic is in the dandy tier, you know they are of very low quality, the kind of low quality thing that doesn't like and subscribe. Well, let's not shoehorn in anymore. Please support, like, hype and share suggestions and get on with the ranking. First up is Minnie the Minx in It's a Dad's Life from Video Stars. One of my favorites, I have to say, so easy A. Easy as A, I will give all day. This was a perfect translation of Beano comic to cartoon. The animation is actually pretty good and has some really cool stylistic moments throughout. Minnie's voice and mannerisms are perfect, and I really love the silly beginning with the boss character talking about his life to George. It even has a sweet little ending, so it's an A tier. Next is Dennis the Menace meets his match. This one is harder. It's really interesting, but I'm torn between a low limp A or a sturdy strong B. The animation isn't necessarily that good in this, but it is presentable. The plot is so weird though, with Walter in love with a dolly, the kissing and breaking the fourth wall, freezing time, and eventually Dennis being sexually assaulted by an alien. It's A tier. Walter's smile as he is repeatedly assaulted by Dennis is also pretty funny, so yeah, it's going in A. We have another great Minnie the Minx cartoon next in Jelly Babies. Minnie in the video stars was such a jump in quality. I'm giving this a high A. This cartoon has so many fun moments. It's an A just for Fatty Fudge alone. The moment where they shout,
"We've been minxed,"
is so ridiculous and straight out of a comic. I think this is a great proof of concept for a mini-series. It's also going in A. Our first Beano All-Star Shorts is next, in on the act, and it's going straight to C. I remember when I got this video for the first time, and this made me turn it off almost immediately. I have found some new appreciation for it, however, it's not as bad as I originally thought. I think C is fair. It has some nice animation and moments, like Nasher dancing, which is stolen right from a Tom Thug strip. But it also has the bizarre Nasher wheezing laugh that goes on so long. So yeah, C is fine. Next we have Billy Whiz, not an official cartoon in Beano Video Stars, but it lasts as long as the Nipper cartoon, so I'm adding it in as its own thing. Not much to say, the ginger runs to and back from the North Pole for some ice. It is pretty accurate to a Billy style comic at the time, but other than, oh look, it's Billy Whiz, this doesn't leave much of an impression. It's going in D, but it's a strong D, a hard D. Haha, grow up. Let's move on and talk about some juicy sausages. The first Gnasher and Nipper cartoon from the All-Stars DVD. This is easily the best Gnasher and Nipper cartoon, which isn't saying much honestly. I actually had a little debate with someone somewhere about whether Nipper was actually in this cartoon collection because it was so forgettable. Which, to be fair, so are his strips and character in the Beano. This one has some nice animation though and doesn't overstay its welcome, and I do like Nipper. I know I'm a bit mean, but he's okay. I'll throw this in B. Or am I being too generous? Cause now that I think about it, this has that terrible Beano All-Star music and horrendous sound effects. So actually, sorry, no, it's going down to D, behind Billy. It just all came back to me how awful it is. And speaking of awful, next up are the Three Bears in Porridge. I remember absolutely nothing about this one. I rewatched it and I still don't remember it. They get skinny at one stage. There's also the part where they take a very long time to run off screen. It's D, I'm sorry, it's a low D. Some people actually prefer the All Star cartoons over Video Stars, and I don't understand how. The editing, music, sound effects are so bad in All Stars, like so bad. It's an awkward set of cartoons, and here is another Nipper cartoon. Speaking of awkward, the best thing I can say about this short is it's very short. So let me try to think of another nice compliment. It has a woodpecker, but it's not Woody Woodpecker, so that's pretty good too. This is going in D. Bash Street Kids in the new school. Now this is a hard one. In terms of the quality standard set by these tapes, it is very high. I enjoy the mini cartoons a bit more, but this has a pretty epic story adapted right from the comics. Some of the characterization is a bit off, but Plug is perfect and has one of the funniest scenes from any of these videos.
You are the handsomest creature in the world, Plug.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You're just saying that to embarrass me, Mr. Inspector. Look at me, and I don't know where to put my...
Also, the robot nipples. Maybe some people don't remember Hoot, but they remember the robot nipples. This is either high A or in Top Guns. I'll put it in Top Guns for now. Maybe I can reevaluate at the end, from the best Bash Street Kids cartoon to, well, not its worst, but still not great. Molar Mirth is a tough watch. All Stars is really bad. I was far too kind to it in my video. This cartoon is somewhere in the middle on that video. In between its crazy awkwardness, there are some laughs. I want to put it in C. Not sure it deserves it, but there is a twist, if you want to call it that. And it also has one of my favorite lines.
This pupil has the best teeth.
I don't know why, but I love that line. Yeah, I'm putting it in C. It's fine. The big surprise is next, another Dennis cartoon. This one is a very awkward setup for a weak punchline, but it's okay. Dad tells Dennis he is overfeeding Gnasher, so they have an awkward time at the zoo, and then through a series of odd events, an elephant escapes and is transformed into what looks like a giant Gnasher. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba! Beano! It's not the worst thing here. I think it is better than most of the others in C, so I'll give it a B. It is something I could see being a 2-page strip in the comic. We finally have a B on the board, but again, this may change at the end. Another cartoon with Dennis and Gnasher in The Snowman's Army, and I don't like this one. I find it very boring, and it was a bad choice for starting the Beano Video Stars tape. It's not dandy or D level bad, so I'll put it comfy right here in C. Now I'm starting to worry everything is going to be a C or a D, but you'll have to keep watching to find out, huh? What a hook. Maybe the next thing will be, oh no, it's the Three Bears, and they're back in possibly the worst cartoon on the set. The bagpipes one. So annoying, so annoying. It's better put together than the other bear cartoons, but the bagpipes are so insufferable. This is a dandy tier. Our first dandy tier on the list. I wonder will anything else join it? What won't join though is the next cartoon, Ivy the Terrible on Safari. A very nice show. It's not amazing, but it's a solid cartoon with some nice designs. I remember praising the accurate design of the parents in the review. They do look great. For P and G's, they never move really. I don't know if they even blink. This cartoon is going in B. It had a lot of potential, but it's not A tier. So next is Hot Dog, and now I'm confused. Did I mix up hot dog and sausages? The answer is yes. Yes, I did. So let me swap them out. So, sausages. It has the worst Dennis design, but maybe the best Nasher expression. I love this frame. Other than that though, it's a fairly nothing cartoon and over in a blink. I'll put it behind Hot Dog. Tell me which you prefer in the comments, hot dog or sausages. Tell me if you knew the difference between them even. I certainly know that I didn't. Oh, good news everybody, Nipper is back in Flutterby. Everybody loves Nipper. I actually like this one. It's the only Nipper cartoon on the Beano Video Stars, and they also added Big Guns Walter to it. I'll put this in low C. I am being generous, but compared to a lot of the old star cartoons, it's actually not so bad. Speaking of bad, we have Face the Music next. Really terrible, and like the other terrible cartoons centered around music, it's going straight into the dandy tier. Maybe it was cartoons like this that stopped us getting a Bash Street Kids series. Really makes you wonder. We aren't done with the Bash Street Kids however, as Lake Beautiful is next, a rather high concept story particularly for this collection of cartoons. It is one of the better cartoons on All Stars with some fun parts. Plug's hideousness is always some solid material, but solid as all this cartoon is, it's going to the top of the B tier. Now it's time for Space Case. Just when you think the Bash Street Kids were done, they're back, and this time we have a little showcase of Spotty where he pretends to be an alien, and doodly doo. I want to put it in C. I'm not sure it deserves C, but I put Flutterby in C, so it goes in C. Now we have another Dennis cartoon, Soapbox Cart. I give this points for comic accuracy. This probably was an actual comic in the Beano. It has that Beano structure for sure. It should be a C, but All Stars deserves a break, so I'll put it in low B. No, what am I doing? High C. It's a C+ player. It doesn't belong in B. The next one is weird. It's the full commercials from Video Stars. These were memorable enough, like Walter and his momsy just being iconic, but then we have Dennis's mom being subtonic. It also has that horrifying rat monster Nasher, so I'll put it in C. It's kind of fun and quick. Title of my sex tape. Ahoy hoy, we have Minnie's clones, and I'm getting a bit tired. There are a lot of cartoons, and this certainly is one of them. I keep going on, but Video Stars has retroactively made most of the All-Star cartoons worse. This was one of the better ones though. I don't know if I can put it in B. It's another C to me. I should have had a C+ and a C- rank. Greedy Bear's Picnic now. Basically a 2-minute rhyme for babies. It has some odd imagery, like the kids jumping on the bears' bellies. A D if I ever saw one. The Three Bears, I tell ya, they just really suck in these. They needed some Mike Pierce scripts that give them something. But back to Minnie the Minx in Minnie's Flying. This is the one where she jumps a lot or something. I think she runs into a tree at one point. It's going in D. Crazy the contrast and quality of these mini cartoons from All Stars to Video Stars. And another Three Bears cartoon. Oh my god. Why couldn't we have gotten a Roger the Dodger with his stupid first name name spelt without a D. Okay, at least this is the Godfather 2 of Three Bears cartoons. It has a very Looney Tunes chase plot. Pa Bear getting in shape is fun, him running after and then being tricked by the rabbit is good. Also some domestic violence as Ma Bear mauls her husband and throws a stove at his head. Good stuff. The backgrounds are also very nice, these suit the vibe. Their bagpipe cartoon probably had better drawn ones, but I prefer these. Just for the miracle of it not being an unwatchable Three Bears cartoon, I'm going to put this in B tier. Heyo, it's the Pink Glove. The best cartoon in All Stars, and as you can see from where the other All Star cartoons have been ranking, that was a pretty easy task. It should probably be in A tier, but come on, it's the Pink Glove. This is going in big guns territory. This is a Beano cult classic. It is also a loyal adaptation of the comic source material, and it's always fun seeing Dennis get humiliated, and this cartoon gives us that joy in spades. Okay, now it is Minnie's chairs. I don't know. I want to give it B, but does it deserve a B? The mini cartoons have been very comic accurate, even the lesser ones, but not particularly interesting. It's going in C. It belongs in C. So sorry, Minnie has another chance though in Minnie's Apples, and I think I did another sausage hot dog mix-up. This is the one that should be in D, where she runs into a tree trying to get an apple. It's a very boring cartoon, but let's talk again about Minnie's flying. Here she gets the idea that flying would be a good idea, she does some stupid annoying things, and her dad eventually brings her for a flight, but he is the one who ends up getting sick. Classic. Also, Minnie does hit some trees at some point, like right here. Look at some of these frames as well. A very ugly cartoon. It is comic accurate though. This is how a strip would play out in a weekly Beano, but that doesn't make for a good cartoon. It has an okay punchline with the bird staying on the ground at the end. This is your classic C cartoon, but you know what? I'm gonna put it in B. Like low B, just on the edge. It looks like I forgot another Three Bears cartoon. How unsurprising. So this one's called Scorcher. What happens in Scorcher? There's an egg, it hatches into a dragon. I think the dragon burns one of them. Classic Three Bears. Forgettable. They even make a dragon unfun. How? That's amazing in itself. But D tier, of course, it's going in D. So here we are, our final two. Let's start with the Beano Video Stars framing device. This introduces us to the video and is a way to set up the cartoons. It has some fun bits here and occasionally there, but it really should have been better and could have been used for some really fun cameos, which it just missed the ball with. The ending also ties into that odd Dennis cartoon, as we see the aliens from the beginning actually have a point of being in the story, so that's something I guess. The best use of the framing device though probably is when Toots helps Ugly Plug see the screen, so I'll throw this in C. Its parts are better than some of the other cartoons. So okay suckers, check in and check it out, the Beano rap is next. This is big guns. This is big guns every day of the week and twice on Sunday, our Lord's Day. If you thought that this new sensation in art and animation was gonna be anywhere else but big guns, you're the crazy ones. So there we are, our final ranking. I'm tempted to move Pink Glove down as I feel the Bass Street Kids and the two mini cartoons are a better watch, but they have the advantage of not being on the Beano All-Stars tape. Pink Glove, being as good as it was, is also a miracle considering the circumstances, so it can stay in big guns. So that was a ranking video. Super fun and exhausting. Felt like I needed some more ranks. We should do this again though. A commentator suggested I rank all the Beano annual covers, which I think would be neat and excessive, but mostly neat. Someone else said about maybe ranking characters from different eras, etc, etc. But what about you? What do you suggest, you big goose? Let me know below and I'll probably do it. I mean, what else will I do? Read the dandy? Certainly not. So we did it. A thing or two was said about a thing or two. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and feel free to check out my 2 videos where I break down each special in much more detail. Anyways, toodles!